Oh my God.
Are we rolling on everything?
Yep.
Okay.
Sweet. Fuck yeah. I'm glad we got that established.
Glad we got that right off the bat.
Right out of
3,
the
2, 1. Are we recording? I don't even know. Dude,
yeah.
What's been up, dude? I feel like I haven't seen you forever, dude.
Well, number one, you don't do stand up anymore.
Yes, I do. I just do it all over the road, all over the fucking nation.
You
Dude.
do it to
My
two
bad.
people in a hotel event space.
That's what it looked like for sure.
Dude.
It definitely resembled a hotel event space.
What? So it was an actual comedy club, right?
Oh, they tried.
Yeah. What was it called? Because it was just the stage, and then it
Okay.
was like
Okay.
the sign.
Should I just do a full recap of my?
Yeah, I want to
guess?
hear.
Okay.
You tell yours, and then I'll tell mine.
Those of you that don't know, Friday and Saturday I had shows in North and South Dakota.
Oh, you hit both of them.
Yeah, hit both of them. Went up with 2 comics from Springfield, Corbin Lemaster and Josh Wingo.
Shout out.
Cool dudes, fun trip, right? So they picked me up at like 11 a.m. on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
We drive to T, South Dakota, which is a city about like a little bit outside of Sioux Falls. It's like basically like, I don't know, like Raytown, Independence to Kansas City. Like it's their version of that
wow.
for Sioux Falls. Okay?
Yeah.
It's called T, South Dakota, right? So we get there. We show up to the place. It's in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Yeah.
The place is called Boss's Chicken and Pizza. Okay.
Damn.
And we were told we were going to Boss's Comedy Club. So we show up, to a chicken and pizza like sports bar, right?
Mm-hmm.
We go in, whatever, and then they're like, we're here for the comedy show. They're like, okay, through that door. We walk through the door, and it's like it looks like just a normal sports bar, like a Johnny's Tavern or something, like anything, like a normal sports bar. Then you walk through this one door, and it looks like a hotel, like ballroom. Like it's just randomly a ton of tables and shit. Like it looks like they had just attached a hotel ballroom to the side of this like already existing restaurant.
Yeah, when you sent me the picture of it, I was like, holy shit.
I thought I walked through like Narnia or something. Like walked through the wardrobe and I was in a different area.
You're smelling chicken fingers at first, and then
Walked in. There's 6 people sitting down. Old couple.
Mm-hmm.
2 like rock climbing bros. Like it was a white guy with dreads and his other like white chick with almost dreads girlfriend. Like
oh wait, almost dreads.
yeah, it was like she had like raggedy like, and it was like
She was just dirty.
she was approaching.
I think you get dirty enough.
They're just
that
hippie. They were just like they're like climber bro, like hippie kind of type people, right? And then like a nice respectable like teacher couple, right? So we walk in. There's 6 people, and this is a like ballroom full of like empty tables and chairs. Right?
It's massive.
Yeah, it's fucking massive. So we all do one of these. We go, you know, you're like, oh god, ooh. And I went up there. I was the premise of the thing. I was going to be hosting the shows.
Nice.
So I was going to be hosting. Josh Wingo was going to feature, and then Corbin was headlining. Right.
Mm-hmm.
We get there, and they're like, okay, we have a local host. And Corbin's like, well, I brought a host with me.
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay, whatever.
A
So
local
I got
host.
out of hosting duties for the first show.
Oh, they let him.
They let the local guy host, right? We asked him how much he's gonna do. Cool guy named Tim. We found this out after the show, but before the show, we meet him and he's like, okay, cool, I'll do like 5 to 10 or whatever. We're standing around before the show starts. We're seeing some people trickle in. It gets to about like maybe 10 to 12 before the show starts.
Yeah.
And then we're standing there, and me and Josh Wingo are standing there, and then Tim is standing next to me, and like it was real silent. It was like a silent. You're in a massive ballroom and it's silent because we're just 10 people waiting for the show to start. So we're not really talking back there. We're just like on our phones or whatever. And I think Tim said something and we didn't hear it. So like imagine you're just like sitting there and you said something, I didn't hear it. I was just like staying on my phone, and all of a sudden like we don't hear him say anything, and all of a sudden he just goes, okay, fuck me, I guess, and then just like walks away.
What? And
we're like, me and Josh are like, what just happened? Like, is he mad at us? Like we were just standing here like on our phones, like not.
Yeah.
And because like, we found out later, like we think he probably said something, we didn't hear him, so we thought we just ignored him, like just.
So he was upset about that. He was just like, man, these guys are assholes.
I think we never like asked him about it, but we've that's what our best guess is what happened.
Wait, didn't ask him. Everyone's like, guys, just fucking crazy.
Because then he leaves, and all we know is he's hosting the show, right?
Yeah.
Gets on stage, we're like, oh fuck, is he starting right now? Like we're like 100 feet from. We're so far away from the stage, like all the way in the back. And he just goes up on stage like, oh fuck, I guess he's starting. And then no, that was actually a 5-minute warning. He didn't start the show. Gave him a 5-minute warning. Went back up. Does easily 25 minutes.
What? No.
To start the show.
Oh shit.
To the point where like Corbin is like, I'm standing kind of like closer to the stage, just because I'm up next, right? And like I'm like I do audio recording of myself, right? And usually I start it before I walk up to the stage, just so I don't have to like fidget with it on stage. Well, because I'll start it towards like whatever I think is like the second half of the person before me set, right? I did that and had to stop and delete it at like 8 minutes into the recording like 3 times. So like he did at least like fucking like 24 minutes.
Holy shit.
25 minutes. And like,
was it killer stuff?
No, it was getting nothing. It was just like, it wasn't hard bombing.
Well, he was just trying to get him warm.
Silence. It was silence. Then he'd say something super dark, and then they would get like 2 chuckles because people were like nervous that this is even happening.
Yeah,
it was like a nervous like, I guess that was like a joke. Anyway, he finally gets off. He brings me up. I only did 12 minutes. I actually did amazing. I was like kind of crushing it.
Nice, dude.
Like for what 15 people? Like by the time I got in there, it was like 15 people. But I was like, he was getting nothing, like 0, like pin drop, and I was actually like getting a lot of laughs. So I was like, okay, I'm actually like kind of killing this shit. Bring up Josh, the same thing. Josh does well, and then Corbin is like, he's really good. So he's just, he's basically doing the same that me and Josh did. Anyway, we get done with the show. The guy that did 25 minutes, local host, he's actually pretty cool, dude. We just like had some misunderstandings before the thing. I don't know if he was mad at us. Also, he probably doesn't even know what 5 to 10 minutes is. Like,
I mean, he got furious and he said, "You know what? I'm gonna take it out on the crowd by doing all my material."
I really don't know. Well, he had a piece of paper that he was trying like new material, I guess, for hosting.
Insane.
And then he would look at the note and then he'd like put it in his pocket. Like, okay, good, this is his last joke. And then he would do a joke and then pull it back out again. Like we're like, oh fuck, he's pulling it back out. He's doing more time. He's flipping it over. Like doing the other side.
To him, that's the only mic they have. So he's like, well, I can only do 1 mic a month. I got to make this one count.
Seriously.
All my jokes.
Seriously. So then there was this weird guy in the front row. He had like, it was like a man bun underneath like a San Francisco Giants flat bill that was like tilted off to the side.
What
and then, like,
the
the
fuck?
man bun sticking out the back. So, and there was a white guy, by the way, like ginger, balding ginger, right?
Was this show for monsters?
Yes,
I mean,
it was. It was legit for monsters.
We're just the creatures of the north.
Some of the people were pretty cool. Some of the people in the crowd we talked to after, they're pretty cool. This guy in the front, I liked him because he actually sat close to the stage. Everybody else was like, 20 yards away. Like they'd like to sit, know, where I can't even fucking see them, right? This guy actually sat close to the stage and he was like laughing at every joke that was said, he was fucking laughing at, right? And I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. I like ripped him a little bit. I said he looked like the guy that I said he looked like the guy that, when you go to a food truck, there's like the nice person they have that greets you, but then you look in the back and there's a guy actually cooking in the food truck. Like,
sweating.
He was that guy. He was the guy in the back of the food truck actually putting down fucking work, right? So I said he looked like that. I was like riffing with him a little bit. We were having a good time, whatever. So the show ends. We're like, okay, whatever. And also, the show started at 7, so by the time the show ended, it was like 8:45, 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we had just been driving for 5 hours, so we're not ready to go to, we're not ready to be done with the night. Like, we don't have anything to do. We're in tea.
Yeah.
We're staying at a fucking Econo Lodge.
You wanted to hit the nightlife.
Not really, but we need to do
You're
something.
like, where the clubs at?
Not really, but we need to do something to pass the time at least. And we're in a small town, so there's nothing to do, right? So we're like, oh, we got to go eat. Well, we're like, oh, we're going to go eat somewhere. So that guy in the front row,
he had a food truck?
He's like, hey, bro, food's on me. Like, drinks, anything you guys want. Like, he was like our sugar daddy. He's like, I'll buy you guys anything you fucking want. So we're like, okay, sweet. This guy's kind of weird, but like, we want to get our shit paid for. Like, so he's like, oh, yeah, my cousin owns this place. I don't believe this for a second, but apparently his cousin owned the bar that we were at. Right? So we're like, okay, we find a booth in the chicken and pizza joint that we were performing in.
Oh, God.
We walked out of the ballroom into the actual chicken and pizza place, sat down, we're ordering food or whatever, and he's like, it's all on me. And we quickly, and also during Corbin's set, we found out this guy had been to jail 27 times. So he's real trash.
27?
27 times.
What? How?
He was going for records.
It's funny because
How do you not end up in actual prison?
That's what we were questioning also. But they were like, how do you get arrested 27 times? He's like, man, once you're in the system, man, they just look for you and shit. And we're like, that's not 27 though. Like you can't like bad luck into 27.
Man,
arrests.
there's eyes always watching when you get locked up like I do.
Yeah. So we're like, this guy's kind of fucking weird. We sit down. He's like buying us everything. He's like, order whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. Like, dinner's on me tonight. And he's like, he starts hinting that he might show up to the next night the show in Fargo, which is 5 hours away at that point.
What a fucking maniac.
So we're like,
What a psycho.
we're quickly like, we need to get away from this dude. Like Corbin is texting me under the table, like, we need to get out of here.
Oh,
I'm like,
yeah, he was
and I'm
about
like,
to
and I'm like, I
snatch
know what we
you.
do. And he goes, well, we had to stay because he's buying us a ton of shit. Like, he's being nice and buying us shit, but we're like, we got to find a way to get out of here.
Well, he was trying to get you, dude. You're the big beautiful boy, dude.
No, dude, I was
He
trying
wanted
to avoid him, dude.
He wanted a big beautiful boy for himself.
Yeah, no, he
I was gonna say, you
this
guys
guy-
have a place to stay.
This guy was also a 6'5", like ginger, like balding. Like he was. It
Oh, dude,
it
he
was
would've
crazy.
Big old bear.
Oh
Yeah,
my,
he
yeah,
was-
he would have gripped you up, dude.
He would have. He would have been done bad things to me.
He would have.
Anyway, so we're eating food, right? And then at this point, the local host Tim comes over to kind of save us, and we find out that this guy's also an open micer. So these guys know each other.
Oh my
So
god.
they're both Sioux Falls open micers.
God damn it.
Right? So he starts talking about comedy in Sioux Falls and basically starts shit talking everybody in Sioux Falls that we don't know. And
Yeah,
he's like,
bro,
he's
there's
like,
7 people.
He goes in Sioux Falls, they don't know original thought. Everything I say on stage, it's original thought. Like it's an original idea I have in my head. And
yeah.
he says that, and then he goes, sometimes I'll watch, like, he'll be like, sometimes I'll watch Tom Papa, and he'll say something, I'll be like, I've had that same thought, and then I go do it. I'm like, man, that's an original thought. Like he literally admits to like,
my God.
stealing premises.
Holy, and he's stealing Tom Papa bits?
I mean, I picked a name. I forget what he was actually, but I just
Oh.
remember him being like, man, that's original thought. He's like, Sioux Falls, they
the
don't have
bread
original
guy?
thought. He goes, I'm doing original thought. We're like, what's original thought, bro?
God,
Like, what are you talking
damn
about?
it, dude, that is insane.
And then he starts talking about all the drugs he's done. Like, oh, I've done PCP. I've done like all this other shit, right? And then one of the guys I was with, Josh, he had done a lot of drugs, so they were like vibing on that for a little bit. And then Corbin goes out. He tries to find an excuse to like leave the table, so he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go FaceTime my kids or something." Like, he goes outside and like smoke or whatever. And while Corbin's outside, he's just like, the weird guy. He's like, you guys cool?" And we're like, "Wait, what?" Like, and he's like, "What? You guys like do like uppers? Are you guys like cool or whatever?" And he's trying to do coke with us. We're like, "No, dude." Like, wait,
yeah,
no.
dude, fuck
We're
yeah.
like, you do whatever the fuck you want. We're like, we're not. No, I'm like, what?
Yeah,
then,
that was me last night. I was
and then-
flying around.
So it quickly evolves. So we're trying to get out of there, and he's trying to get a ride. He's like, "Oh, I'm hammered. I'm gonna leave my car here, but I live in Sioux Falls. Like, somebody give me a ride to Sioux Falls, right?"
Oh, hell no.
And then so the car we drove in the backseat, there's literally like a cooler and like a ton of like Corbin basically lives out of his car on the road.
Yeah.
So there's a ton of shit. There's barely room for 3 of us.
Mhm.
So we're kind of like, we can't give you a ride, dude. I'm sorry. And he's
he sits on your lap.
he's clearly trying to find an excuse to like hang out with us and not the other guy that he knows, right?
Mhm.
And the guy that was the host, the opener, he's trying to do us a favor. He's like, "Hey man, I'll give you a ride, like wherever you need to go." And this guy would not fucking give him a place to drop him off at. He kept saying, he goes like, "Yeah, man, just drop me off like any gas station in Sioux Falls." He's like, he goes, "I'm a Sioux Falls kid. I'll find my way. Like, I'll find my way home." And we're
How
like,
old is
and-
this guy?
and old, like I mean, like probably like
I'm a
40s.
Sioux Falls kid.
And he goes, "I'm a Sioux Falls kid. I'll find my way." And then Tim is like, "Dude, just give me a location. Like, I'll drop you off anywhere. I don't care."
To him, gas stations are like,
Yeah, and then he goes,
they're fast travel areas.
and he goes, "Dude, no, just drop me off at city limits." He literally says city limits. He goes, "Drop me off at city limits. I'll find my way." And we're like, "What the fuck? Dude? Like, what is happening?" Right?
dude, just drive your car home.
Yeah. Also, yeah, or that. Yeah.
There's
It's a small
1,000.
town.
Yeah, there's
It's
1,000 people.
But
dude.
if he's been arrested 27 times in Sioux Falls, they probably like
15 of those are DUIs.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, who knows, dude? But he's like, "Yeah, drop me off at city limits, bro. It'll be fine." And then Tim's finally like, "Dude, get in the car. Like, I'm taking you to a place that you know where it is. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fucking just drop you off anywhere, right?" So we finally, and also Tim, he gives us a $100 voucher for that restaurant because the show we're doing the next night is at that restaurant is a different location in North Dakota. So
God
we're
damn
at
it.
2 Boston chicken and pizzas night to night.
Holy
right?
shit.
So they give us a voucher. So we get our food paid for by this crackhead guy, crazy dude, and then we also get a voucher to pay for our food the next night. So we're like, "Fuck yeah, we don't gotta pay for shit, right?" Anyway, they leave. We finish eating. We leave the bar and we're like heading back to our hotel. And we get back to the hotel, but it's like 9:30 or something, like barely even 10 o'clock.
Mhm.
There's a gas station right across the street, right? So we're like, okay, let's go get some like drinks or something, like, just to hang out. We walk into the gas station. They're fucking in the gas station.
Yeah.
The crackhead guy and the guy that was giving him a ride. So we're like, what the fuck? Like we're like, oh fuck. Oh, we like try to like quickly grab our shit and get out of there.
Did you?
Luckily nothing came of that. We only saw them again after that, but it was just
Oh my god, dude.
it was fucking rough. So that was night one. That was night one. Second day, we sleep in the hotel. We wake up, drive to Fargo, North Dakota.
Fargo. You're a real Fargate.
It was Fargets on the road.
Yeah, just 3 Fargets on the road doing comedy.
Anyway, so we drive there. It's like a 5-hour drive. The show's at 7. We get there at like 2. So we have like so much time to come. We're like, fuck. We go park downtown, and there happens to be like their first Fridays. Like, so it's like the town fair. Like,
so they get the horsies out.
Well, they have like, it's just food trucks, vendors, the whole Broadway. Like, I mean, literally like 20 blocks.
Middle Saturdays,
and it's 1,000. Well, it's like they do the whole weekend, so it's Thursday to Saturday, I guess. But there's like thousands of people, and it's like a nice like block party kind of thing. So we're like, okay, cool.
On a brick road?
No, it was a paved road.
Oh, damn. I like.
But this is their main strip.
Yeah.
In Fargo. So we're like, okay, cool. It's at least something to do for these like 4 hours you have to burn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Walking around, having a good time there, right? On the main strip is the Boss's Chicken and Pizza. That's why we went to this strip, because the place we were performing at this time was in their downtown, like main Broadway. Like,
so this is going to be the big show.
This was ideally supposed to be better than the previous night.
Yeah.
That's what we were thinking. That's what we thought. Okay. Also, as we get there, we found out that there was, the night before, there was a shooting, and I think 2 cops were wounded and one of them died the night before.
Was there like a bank robbery or something?
I don't know. I forget. I don't know exactly what it was, but there was a shootout with the cops.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was an ambush. I think there was cops.
Was it that crackhead?
I think no. I wish.
Yeah.
I think some dude just rolled up and started shooting at cops. I think that's what happened.
Oh, okay.
Nothing else to do.
Anyway, but these people seemed to not care about it at all. These people were having fun. It was like a block party thing. Like, it was really cool. So we're just walking, having a good time. We go to the venue, and we're like, okay, spent our $100 vouchers. We're buying fucking everything. Like pizza here.
Yeah, you guys are rich. You're big balling.
We were rich. We were balling. We go downstairs. Like, okay, this setup is 10 times better than, it's like a small room. The ceilings are low because it's the basement of the chicken and pizza place. Right? Yeah. It's like, oh, this might be good or whatever. So we thought. There's like, so another situation, there's another like 7-8 people down there waiting for the show to start. We try to get some more people to come in. Yeah. There's a street of thousands of people. Mm-hmm. So we're like, there's a comedy show. Like, we're not barking, but we're like, if somebody comes by and like, are like, oh,
you're barking.
No, we really didn't. I'm not doing
that. Is literally barking.
Okay, but just wait. We weren't talking to everybody, but we would just stand there, like, talk to people, and then they're like, oh, if we look for something to do, then we would usher them in. But we weren't like, hey, like, we weren't telling people there was a comedy show. There was a sign, and then if people were interested, we were like explaining to them.
So you were doing bad barking.
We didn't want to bark. We were just trying to kill time, and then we were outside.
They're doing puppy eyes.
We didn't want to be down in the room because, like, the room was tiny. So if we were down there, it would be like, from like here to the front door with all the audience members just like looking at us like an hour before the show starts, like watching us. Right?
It's a good distance.
Show starts. There isn't a local host this time, but there's a employee that works at this chicken and pizza place. She has done this before, apparently, and she's going to bring me up, and then I'll just bring up the people, right? I'll bring up Josh, and then Josh will bring up Corbin, right?
Yeah, just kind of like the announcer.
To pass the mic, yeah. So she kind of explained to me, and I was like, oh, is it cool if you, like, intro me or whatever so I can start the show? Because, like, I don't have to go up there and be like, it's this thing on, whatever, Well,
she goes up there and does 25.
Also, by the way, I wish. By the way, also, I thought there was going to be, like, native people in Fargo. Like a ton of like Native American stuff.
Yeah.
There was like 2 Native Americans. There was about 300 goths. There were so many fucking goths in Fargo. Like
you get sad in those towns.
1 out of every 20 people had like fully black, like pasty white face makeup with like black lip. Like
what the fuck?
Fucking goths. Like,
yeah, that's
like actual goths.
Like early 2000s goths.
Not like emo. Like they're like actual goths. Like the goths from like Dancing Under the Bridge video.
Yeah.
Like that.
Oh, what the fuck?
There was so many of them. There was more of them than like natives. It was fucking weird. I don't know what's with Fargo's obsession with goths, but there was a fucking ton of them.
Did you hit the natives with their language?
I tried.
You go, oh.
I tried. No, I had a little poker chip and I go ding ding ding. I'm like tossing up and down.
You're playing. You find a roulette table somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. But
you start playing blackjack.
Anyway, so she brings me up. She basically goes, "Hey, welcome to Boss's. Thanks for coming, Curtis Braxton." And I'm like, fuck.
Nice.
Silent, right? I get up there and I'm like trying to riff with them. I said that thing about the goths. I'm like, yeah, why are there so many fucking goths here? Like, and they're just like, they're clearly exhausted from being at an all day festival. And now this is like their time to like sit down and relax or whatever. But they're dead. Okay.
Yeah.
They are in a medically induced coma. I would I get up there, right? The layout, so there's like a couple people in like the middle, and then there's one table to the right with 2 people at it, right? There's 2 people and then like maybe 12 here. I'm saying stuff and I'm seeing people's faces. I'm seeing them smile and laugh, or they're like covering their mouth, but they're not making any noise. It's like silent.
You're getting teehees.
I was getting not even tea. I can hear maybe, but it was literally like it was a lot of that. So it felt like the worst bomb of my life. But I can see them enjoying themselves.
Oh my! Hold on.
But they're not making any noise.
We need to do that to someone tonight. We need to try to like get like 5 of us and just sit front row, and they say something and just go.
It's a lot of like. Well, it wasn't even that bad. That
not make any.
That
noise.
made me feel good. It wasn't even that animated. It was like that's the most it would give me. And then it would be like. It would be like the cover of my mouth. Look at their. I'm like, and I'm telling them, I'm like, stop covering your mouth. It's a comedy show. You can laugh. Like you can have fun.
Yeah.
And I keep like I'm like I'm fucking.
It's the fun.
I'm
it's
hard bombing.
It's
Laugh at me.
I'm hard bombing. I'm telling you, I'm like, I'm gonna kill myself if you guys don't fucking laugh at me. Like I'm like pulling out all the stops, right? Also, so that's the majority table. There's 2 people on the right. They're actually audibly laughing at everything that's been said. Every single line I say, they're laughing at these 2 people, right? And it's 2 people and then silence, right? And I'm like fucking losing my mind. I'm like, I had to do 15 minutes. So I do 14 minutes and 30 seconds of literally pure silence plus 2 people laughing right here, right?
Yeah.
To the point where like, it's like, feels like the worst bomb ever. But like I said, it's weird because I can see them smiling. They're not like, this sucks. They're just like not making any noise, right? So I get the light and I'm like, thank God I didn't know where the fuck I was at. I could have been doing 30 minutes. I don't know. Like I'm so lost in a bomb at that point, right?
Yeah.
He lights me. I'm like, fuck. I'm gonna try to do my closer, get my 2 laughs from the side, and get the fuck out of here. And like, just forget about this whole thing, right? So I've been relying on these 2 laughs to keep me going this entire time. I get the light. I'm like, okay, fuck. Thank God. I'll start I start my closer, and as I'm starting my closer, my 2 laughers get brought their pizza. So they're not gonna laugh at my closing jokes, right?
They said, "Oh, thank God."
I'm in the middle of my literally like 10 seconds from my punchline, and I just see the waitress come down like holding a pizza like this, and like place it on their table, and then kind of like the people at the table going like, "Oh yeah, that's mine." Like, I'll take a pepperoni, whatever. They're like handing out plates and shit, and I'm like, I say the punchline, and I like it's silence here. And then also silence here because they just got their pizza. They didn't even weren't even listening to the joke. So I was like, I literally on the mic, I said, "Are you fucking kidding me? The 2 people that have been laughing at my shit get brought a pizza during my close." Like I'm literally like rambling on stage at this point. Like, what the fuck is happening?
You're having a full meltdown. You go meltdown.
Dude, I had
mode.
a full meltdown, and I was like, "Let's keep it going, Josh. What do you got?" I'm like hard bombing. I'm like, and I'm trying to
melt down, dude.
I'm trying to like lose it a little bit. At least get them to like. On my side, because like sometimes like you'll see a show where somebody's bombing and then they start flipping out and then it's like, oh, this is kind of crazy, like he's losing his shit. They weren't fazed by that either. No. So like I'm bombing, I start losing my shit. They're also sitting there like, yes.
Yeah, dude, you're Hawaiian, dude. You were Krakatoa. You said Krakatoa.
Yeah. So I'm gonna use the fucking power of the island on you, bitch. You know, start laughing. Yeah. So my 2 laughs got fucking ruined because they got brought a pizza during my closer. I get off and I'm like, ugh. I go to corporate and I go, that's the last time I ever performed with this guy. Like that seals my fate. Turns out everybody goes up and bombs out. Like, it's like the show, the crowd is just fucking terrible.
Damn.
And so it was 15 minutes of silence, and then as soon as that show was over, we had to hop in the car at like 8:45 and drive 9 hours back. And that was the weekend.
Yeah, that stinks, dude. Mine was fucking awesome, dude. Wow, sold out shows every single time.
Yeah, fill me in, dude.
It was awesome. I mean, obviously, don't tell. Who Cares Murdered.
I saw that show. Like that show looked like it rolled. Was that Michael Blank and Cole Fletcher and people? Yeah.
There was a lady on it that wasn't even a comedian and was an actress or something.
Really?
And
where from?
Here, somewhere here.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
What's her name?
I don't even remember. She wasn't even there. She canceled because her power went out, and she said, "I can't be there. I have to be here." And I said, that doesn't even make sense.
I have to be in my house.
Yeah. I was like, all right.
Was he going to get looted or something? Like,
I don't know. Probably should have. Anyways.
Sorry.
But yeah, so that show ruled.
Nice.
And then we went to the mini bar to watch Michael Blank headline.
Nice.
Which was hilarious to watch. Well, because Jake was his feature. And Jake goes up to him and he's like, "Hey, man, thanks a lot for letting me feature for you. He said, that is so nice of you. And he,
it's like his Michael didn't book the like.
Yeah. And and then that show was, I mean, I wasn't on or anything, but
was it a good show though?
It was a good show.
There's a lot of people there.
It was probably the dumbest crowd I've ever even seen in my life.
But was there a lot of people?
Like 40.
Okay, so about the same like when I did it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's a good room.
I think I'm headlining that in August, and I'm really hoping there's people that are going to show up to that.
Yeah.
Watch it be like me headline like Ryan Turkey feature. Yeah. I'm like, oh, fuck, come on.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I don't know how he does it, but, he sells the room out every time.
Nice.
But that doesn't even hold a candle to the parlay show last night. That shit was electric.
Yeah, I bet if there's that many people there.
Dude, it started off, even before the show, we were already like, everything was wild. Mm-hmm. Like, we were in the green room, so, I might as well not mention names of who brought these things.
Yeah.
But we're sitting out in the green room, and what gets set down is liquid cocaine, a bottle of tequila, a bunch of weed and waters, and then some chips and dip. And he goes,
a nice little spread.
Yeah.
Chips and dip.
No, the chips and dip, I was just like, why?
Top it off, some chips and dip. Some Jolly Ranchers.
For the guys that smoke the weed.
Yeah, I was like, okay. And
so the weed smokers were thinking, good idea.
Okay, oh, yeah,
wait. Was Tom Thompson there?
Yeah.
As I thought. Okay, I thought he was on the show. Just
So,
because I didn't see him in the picture.
Yeah. So, so we're sitting there, and we were gonna have like a plan or a meeting or whatever. 30 minutes before the show, Taylor Leanne is in there, and Taylor's cool, and Parlay starts doing his speech of like how this is gonna go,
Yeah.
And like Taylor kept saying something like Parlay had a book and it was all gold, and Taylor's like standing weirdly off to the side, and he's like, do you play Skyrim? Because that book reminds me of Skyrim.
Full tisms out in the green room. Do you like Morrowind? Oblivion was better, but Morrowind was a good game.
Dude, he's just standing off to the side saying that, and me and Josh Albert was there. Me and Josh look at me, I was like, ooh. And so Parlay's like, no, I don't know what that is. And then continues to go. And then Taylor's like still off to the side, and he's like, are you on something? And Parlay goes, you're annoying, get out of here. And I was like, damn.
Because Taylor wasn't even on the show, right?
No.
He was just there, yeah.
We just let him into the green room.
Of course.
And got kicked out in 5 minutes. He got kicked out. I was like,
we tried to drop a hot Skyrim reference and got kicked the fuck out.
Yeah, I was like, I've never seen someone not able to chill ever. Like,
play Skyrim?
Yeah. I was like, how do you? Okay. I was like, you walk in, you gotta have chill. And so yeah, he was out. And then originally, I thought that there was a 5-minute DJ set in between everybody saying. Sheezer, I guess, told him not to do that.
Yeah, good.
And so then it was just a normal comedy show. But I watched poor Tom Thompson get sent out to the wolves, dude.
Really?
There was no anything up top.
Oh fuck!
It was just like a 5-minute warning, like basically like you're like
yeah.
It was literally just like, give it up for being here, yeah. Your comic.
Oh no, Tom fucking throw him to the no.
It was Tom's
the Viking funeral, dude. God damn
it was Tom's first show.
Yeah,
120 people.
Yeah,
and like he goes up there and he's not an opener, and like it's his first show.
Yeah,
so he's like nervous and stuff, and so everybody was just like, he didn't have like a bad set, but a lot of people were talking.
Yeah,
and so. Yeah, but he got it and then got off, and I was like, I have to follow this, and I have to.
You're going second?
Yeah, I was like, I have to bring host energy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not gonna let this be just retarded.
How much time are you doing, by the way?
I was doing 10.
Nice.
He also probably was just like, you can do how much time you want, just. And I was like, okay, what was the point of giving us 10?
Yes.
Well, I mean, I don't even think I did. Dude, I was hammered. Like when he put down. Whoever put down all the things, the tequila was right there, and me and Josh were just like, dude, let's do some shots. I had like 2 beers and 4 shots before I went up on stage. It was all in a span of like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, whenever he's like,
Like you're like fucking hammered as soon as you get. You're like DUI.
yeah, like it didn't even hit me until like they announced my name.
Yeah.
That I was absolutely hammered.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I'm drunk.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm so drunk.
Yeah.
And so I go up there and I was just like, I mean, I tried to do host energy. I was like, I guess I'm gonna just say like some crazy shit up top.
Yeah.
And so you haven't seen my Britney Spears bit. It's literally a 3-day new old bit.
You just open with it.
Yeah.
You go, this is some wild shit.
Yeah. And no, and then everybody shut the fuck up and just it was smooth sailing. But I didn't do like multiple things in my set, and I was like, I don't think I did 10 minutes at all. I was like,
I forgot half of my jokes.
I was like, I literally think I just went up and did a hot 7 and was like, murder doesn't matter, and just got out of there.
Doesn't matter. They're fucking vibrating out there.
Yeah, I literally got off, and everybody was like, "That was fucking awesome."
Really?
And like, yeah, because it was like a long walk back.
Oh yeah.
And so like, you'd go up, and everyone's like, it was cool. Like the walk
Yeah.
up there was cool. Everybody's like, "Fuck yeah, dude."
Yeah, yeah.
And then
those are yeah. That I've had a couple of like 2 or 3 of those walks where you're like have to walk through the people that you just did really well. Yeah,
it was a lot.
It's fun.
Dude, I was hitting dap ups it was a lot of dap ups.
Yeah.
I was walking through dap up. I said, "Who are you?" And then and then while I was doing that, I was like, I didn't say like 3 jokes that are like 4 minutes.
I did a tight 4.
I was like, I missed half my set. I was like, I didn't know.
Did you record it?
No. No, but we did have like an Asian on. He had Asian cameraman.
Oh, nice.
And-
you had a little staff.
Oh, dude. Taylor brought his shitty dog shit camera
Yeah.
and was taking pictures, but he had the flash on. And so I swear to God, dude, I mean, he's a nice guy, but like, I was
It's
just
so funny to be there. I just flashed at me.
dude, I was just up there and I just see flat. I'm like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, I was just like, dude. And then, oh my God, I did the Jonah Hill one, and like just the opening line. I was like, I don't know. You guys ever watch a movie that made you more racist?
Yeah.
I say that. The closest guy to me, standing there. Everybody else is sitting. There was one guy standing, front and center to me.
Yeah.
A ginormous black guy. And I was like, guys ever
you got fucking stepped up to, dude. He checked you on your bullshit.
we made eye contact while I said that, and I said, God damn it, dude.
You go, sir, it was.
I was like, naturally, the black guy. The one black guy out
Yeah.
of like 100 something people.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, and then,
What you saying, Mo?
yeah, no, he was laughing. I was
Yeah.
like, thank God. And so, yeah, I get off, and then like everybody else is crushing. Sheezer was eating it for a while. I was getting texts. From the friends I had. They said, what is this? I said, oh, he's funny. I don't know. Like, did you see his clip today?
No. I saw that some chick told him it wasn't fun. Like,
Yeah,
I
that was-
saw it on mute. I didn't actually watch
Oh.
it.
Yeah, that was last night.
Oh, that was? Oh, okay.
And yeah, but so that's a lot of people left literally right after he got off, and they had I guess it was like the owner's friend or something lost fantasy football and had to go do a set.
Oh, shit.
And I swear to God,
Was he the last one?
yeah, last one, no reason, doesn't make any sense. It's not my show. What am I can't do anything. I didn't book it. What do you want?
Yeah.
So, after my set, I went straight to the green room and I sat down and I started doing cocaine. I said, Connor, you deserved, you earned
You deserve
this.
a little treat. A
I was like-
little sweet treat.
I was like, you got the show back on track. It's time to do cocaine. so I'm just scurrying around. So I asked Maddie. I was like, what was I doing? She's like, you were the belle of the ball, and I was like, I guess I was just like, yeah. And so, yeah. So, oh yeah. Also, what fucked Sheezer up was they had a 15-minute intermission before he went up.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, and
What the hell?
so that was super dumb.
Yeah.
And but yeah, I mean that was basically kind of the night, and then at the end, just hanging out with the black guy who had like 10 kids,
Nice.
and I was like, huh?
How late did you guys stay there?
Till like 2
Nice.
or something. I don't know. I mean, it was just all the cocaine was gone.
Mm-hmm.
I was depressed. I said, I need more drinks.
You got more chips and dip? Where's the
Yeah,
dip?
I was like,
What happened to the dip?
And yeah, I mean, there was a couple of crazies that were infiltrating the green room
Mm-hmm.
who just walk in and just stand there and be like,
How big was the green room?
It was like an outside patio.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, people would just come out there and just stand, and every single one of them were just like, am I not supposed to be out here? And we're like, technically no.
Not really.
I was
That's
like,
sick, though.
but you can hang out, doesn't matter.
Damn, I'm pissed I missed this then.
Yeah, it was a really good hang. It was very fun.
I was eating food with my whole family, like 12 of us at my house, and then we played dominoes. like
played dominoes.
Like the Puerto Ricans that we are. We're like, oh, let's play dominoes. We're trashy.
God. Oh shit.
So my night was also pretty crazy. I lost in dominoes.
Pat said the funniest shit. He's on stage or whatever, and this guy, I don't know exactly what happened.
Oh yeah, you were fucking. You go, yeah. I was under the influence of a lot of things. I don't really remember it all that well, but it was fucking funny.
My Wednesdays keep just ending up with me doing a lot of drugs, and I'm like, Connor, it's Wednesday. We got to get ourselves together.
It was a fun time, but yeah, I don't.
No, but some dude said something to Pat, and Pat goes, shut up, dude. You still have your sticker on your hat. You're a dumbass. Or something like that. And I guess, like all my, like the people that I brought were like, yeah, Pat rules is super funny. And they couldn't stop laughing about the hat thing. Cause they said that guy thought guy was like dressed up to be a cool guy.
Yeah.
And then he heard that, and they said the soul left his body.
Yeah, he was just fucking deflated after that.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, he fucking popped his bubble. God damn it.
So,
damn it.
but yeah, the night was super fun. It was.
Are they doing another one of those?
Yeah, he said like once every 3 months or whatever. But
Nice.
I was like, just let me know. And I got some comedians you can put on.
No, I just want to go. I just want to watch because I mean, seeing your friends like kill in front of a room that big is so fucking.
Oh, dude,
it's so fun.
Well, Barley the entire time kept saying like we sold it out. We sold the show out. And I'm like, there was tickets? So I was like, I thought this was a free show.
Yeah.
And we're like, how do you know that? And he's like, because the tables are reserved. I was like, yeah, the whole bar. Yes, the whole place is reserved for this. So I was like, so yeah, I guess it is sold out.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, technically you're not wrong.
That's like me buying a movie theater and being like, guys, it's sold out. I'm gonna go watch Oppenheimer by myself.
Didn't a bunch of people do that for that Right Wing, the child slavery movie?
Oh,
What?
yo, the fucking
I can't
child
remember.
trafficking.
Sound
Oh.
of Freedom.
Yeah.
The Sound of Freedom. My parents asked me if I wanted to go watch that one.
I'm pretty sure a bunch
Sounds
of
like the
people
Sound of
were
Freedom.
like buying tickets to those online to make sure they would sell out. But then people would go to showings that were sold out, and there'd be like 6 people there.
Oh, so okay, but okay, just give the right wing people a ton of money that were made in the movie. Okay, cool. Okay,
Yeah, could
you got us.
Yeah, sitting there for tickets like a T Swift fan, just like you're 6 hours early. You're like, I got to get the tickets before somebody snipes it. Before I go to AMC.
Yeah.
God damn. But yeah, I mean, it was. Should have been there, dude. You missed out. It was fucking awesome.
Dude, I mean, I wanted to go. I was either going to go to that. If I didn't have my sister's birthday thing, I was either going to go to that or Rory Scovel was at Record Bar. He was headlining that, and I was like, fuck, Rory Scovel's on tour, and he's showing up to Record Bar. Like, that'd be so sick to see him there.
Yeah.
But then I had an engagement.
Dang. Oh, yeah. And Parlay had like his daughter or something make like this super. It was like this big poster of like the show and all of our names on it and graffiti and stuff.
Oh, sick.
And I got everybody to sign mine.
Nice.
And then I forgot it.
You forgot it at the place?
Yeah.
Dude, that sucks. No.
I was literally walking around because I'm, you know.
Oh my god! Do you imagine me in that place with my little camera, fucking scrolling around?
Dude,
I would have indicted some people.
Dude, I was holding that shit like it was a prized possession.
Yeah.
I would like hold it and like put it under my arm like gently and then do cocaine and then go run around with it and be like, look how dope this, look how dope this poster is. I kept telling everyone, I was like, this shit is so dope. And I'm like, and I got everybody's signatures and I'm like, and that's me. And I was like, dude, that was a little scuttlebug.
Dude, you were fucking. Dude, you were watch out, dude. You were up to some fucking gobbledygook over there. Oh damn.
Yeah, it was so fun.
So how fun's tonight gonna be?
Not that fun.
0. No, did I tell you what happened last week?
Wait, what do you mean?
After when me and Pat left the club at the open mic last week.
Oh no.
Okay, so doing my set, I get to about 2 minutes. I get the light, right? And I finish about the last 30 seconds of the joke I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
So I only had like 30 seconds left, which wasn't enough time to do my last joke that I planned on. So I did that fucking racist, like street joke that I showed all of you guys before.
Yeah.
Clearly not mine. Like clearly like a fucking like riddle. Like it's basically like your mom's so fat, like
yeah.
A fucking like pops. If a popsicle stick was racist, like that's what it would be on there, right? Fucking tell that joke. Also, I've done this before. Like, you know, end it with a racist street joke just because fuck it. It's an open mic and, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
So I leave. And I will say, I've done some of those before, like the Bees, the fucking Black Widow. I was like, if anything goes wrong from this, I'm going to get confronted by like a black person, right?
Mm-hmm. That's
not what happened. Me and Pat were walking out and a wigger in like the back left. As I'm walking out, he like fucking grabs my arm and like pulls me over. He goes, you know that last joke you did is like an 100-year-old like street joke, right? I go, yeah. I know. I was like, yeah, I know. And he goes, you stole that shit. And I go, okay, kind of, but like I was doing it ironically.
Yeah, yeah.
So he goes, no, dude, don't do. That's like on some Carlos Mencia shit.
Oh my god, dude!
And I was like, wait, are you trying to tell me I stole like a street? I was like, I mean, technically, you're correct. But
yeah.
I wasn't like. As soon as he asked me if I knew it was a street joke, I said yes. I wasn't like
immediately.
I wasn't like nobody's gonna know. I'm gonna record this on an album. Like I did it a very ironically racist joke to end my set.
Yeah,
like clearly joking,
literally just to make two people laugh.
I told him that. I was like, and I asked him. I was like, have you been here before? Like, are you going up? I was like, who are you? Dude?
Yeah,
like,
who are you, wigger man?
By a random wigger, and I was just like, and he was like, bro, you like that's on some Carlos Mencia shit. Don't steal jokes, bro. I'm like, I'm like, you saw me do a full 2.5 minute set of clearly original material and then like switch character to a clearly ironic like racist joke, right? And he was 100% serious. And then I fucked up because he was like, what's your name? And I was like, Curtis. Like, what? I was so confused. I'm like, I was so confused to the point where I was getting confronted for doing this by a person that's not. He wasn't mad about the joke. Well,
you were stealing his culture.
Yeah, I wasn't mad about the joke being racist. He was mad that I was like stealing somebody else. Also, I was like, I wasn't stealing. The whole point of a street joke is it's not anybody's joke. It's like a thing. And like I said, I didn't claim that it was mine. I was just fucking. Yeah. I was doing it ironically.
Hey! I get it, dude. You like to steal jokes. It's fine. You don't have to. You don't have to get so.
Anyway, I asked him. I was like, who are you? I was like, are you going up? Like,
yeah. Who was this?
I was also like, if you've been here before, you would know me and know. Like, why are you mad at me right now?
Yeah.
And he was like, what's your name? I was like, Curtis. He's like, no, Curtis what? And I was like, Curtis Braxton? Like, what? And I gave my full name fucked up.
Oh, dumb.
I bet there's some, like, Reddit post with, like, one upvote on r/stand-up comedy, like, this fucking piece of shit in Kansas City.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that was last week, so I'm going to laugh. I walk in there tonight, and Dustin's be like, bro, come talk to me. There's been some accusations. Some wigger came up to me and told me you stole a joke last week. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude?
The comedy he's
dude, it was but I
the comedy club wigger, dude. You got to watch out, dude.
Well, I was just like,
he's on this shit.
Well, when you tell a racist street
unsolicited comedy advice.
When you tell a racist street joke, the biggest risk I'm taking is not getting my ass kicked by a fucking black dude.
Yeah,
because there were some in the audience, right? But they clearly thought it was a joke. Like, that's why I asked Pat. I was like, was anybody else mad about it? And he was like, no, the black people were laughing. And I was like, okay, good. I was like,
Yeah, that's literally most racist jokes.
As I'm walking out, this wigger grabs you. I'm like, bro, what? You're on some Carlos Mencia shit,
Dude, I don't think I've ever been apprehended by a wigger.
dude.
They're usually not apprehensible. Like they're
Well, I wasn't like paying attention. I thought like when you're walking out of this room after a set, usually you think somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, man, good job." Like if they stop you, you usually think it's gonna be like, "Hey, that was funny," or like, "Hey, I've seen you," like whatever. Not like, "Bro, you stole that street joke." I'm like, sure.
Are you sure?
Like, what are you accusing me of?
Are you sure this wasn't Andrew Yankee?
No.
Okay.
No, it was he looked like.
apprehended.
No, I did. I got. He stopped and frisked me for fucking. I got stopped and frisked by a wigger for stealing a street joke.
Hey, boy, what are you doing there? You look like a suspect we're looking for.
Well, like maybe it's like the shattered glass theory. My act was so hacked that he was like, "Oh, all of it must be stolen." He's like, "You fucking got it." He's like, "Bro, stop doing that shit." And I was just like, "Who are you, dude?
Yeah,
Like,
who
what?"
is this?
I was like, "What?" So I'm gonna laugh if he's there tonight. I'm gonna say,
fuck.
Sorry, dude.
He's
Do it again, the same one.
No, well, the thing is, it's like
Look right
joke
at
stealing accusations can easily get out of hand and be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh, he actually like. I know that I don't steal jokes, so it didn't bother me that much. But I'm like, I did give him my full legal name, so I was like, fuck. I really hope it doesn't make some post online.
oh my god, dude! You having to go into the Facebook group and like defend,
yeah,
but you have to go up there and record that joke.
I have an audio recording of me doing it. I have to paste the audio. I'm like, guys, see, it was clearly a joke.
It's just a silly street joke. I mean, it does. It's for fun, right? And it's just you saying something very racist.
The most racist thing. But oh my god, yeah. So I'm like, I'm really hoping that doesn't pop back up again because I really don't have to defend myself, but I would have to defend myself. Like I would have to be like, come on, this is clearly a joke. Oh my god! But yeah, I'm the new Carlos Mencia of KC. So you guys, younger comics that watch this, you better fucking watch out, dude. I'm gonna start fucking stealing bits.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, too. I'm a joke thief. My name's out in the fucking streets now.
That's crazy, dude. I didn't know we had I didn't know we had one of those guys.
Dude, it was so bad.
The street joke police, dude. Watch out.
The thing, the shitty part about it is that I know that everybody likes to fuck with me. So let's just say we go to the club tonight and he's there and he starts accusing me of stealing jokes. Nobody's gonna defend me. They're gonna be like, "Dude, why are you stealing?"
Oh yeah.
jokes? I'm gonna be like, "What?
No,
my whole world is going."
Yeah, there is gonna be zero backup from any of us.
I know.
God, I hope that guy's here. I hope he's there.
I've been praying. I got religious. I've been fucking praying he doesn't show up again. It's so fucking stupid. But I did have like I had like a shower conversation, like the fictional shower conversation in your head, where I had to go into Dustin's office and explain to him. Like it was like irony. Like
No, I thought you meant with the guy. Like it was like an 8 Mile battle rap.
Oh no,
you battle rapped him in your mind.
I could deal with him because it's like if
Met
that
him
guy
on his
can't
own
recognize the difference between me and Carlos Mencia, like it's clearly the situation is just so magnified.
I mean, you and Carlos Mencia are the same size.
Yeah. Like, how do you know I'm not Carlos Mencia?
Like Scooby Doo, he just pulls your hair off. Carlos Mencia.
Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer.
Every week I show up as a different joke theme.
Yeah.
No way, Robin Williams.
Oh God, yeah, just go up there and steal jokes that somebody else has stolen. Go do their stolen material. Oh shit. God, that's so fun.
So, damn, my fucking reputation's out, dude.
Well, the comedy club is starting to get, just way more diverse. I've noticed a lot more, like, just black people just hanging out.
Yeah, it's good.
Usually the best crowd members.
Yeah, they're funny.
Tuesday was kind of fun.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I need to go out on literally every single Tuesday since that started. I've been busy, but I need to go out next week. I don't think I'm doing anything next week.
I'll tell you what I guess Max will be there. He can tell you what he was told his hosting ability, like, he got pulled to the side and was critiqued on his hosting ability.
On Tuesday?
Max will tell you it, but it was some of the most insane shit I've ever heard.
Okay.
And once I dug into, somebody who's standing by,
yeah,
they denied it. And I said, I doubt Max would lie to me this way.
Oh, okay. I'd be interested to hear once the recording's off.
It's gonna be it's very fun.
It'll be nice and spicy for the next week.
Max literally calls me at like it was late. It was like 12 or something, and he was like in his car yelling into the phone.
Yeah.
He was like, "These people are fucking crazy." And I was having a laugh. I was just watching Diablo 4 videos. It's like,
did you still play? I quit that game. Like,
Well, I haven't played it. You
just like watching the videos.
Yeah, I like to.
Dude, the Asmongold drama videos are fucking.
Yeah, no,
they're nice.
I know, it's nice.
Did you watch the one of the guy who killed the entire hardcore World of Warcraft raid?
No, but
you only watched the G4 ones.
I was gonna watch it, but
so basically, I'm gonna break this down to you because it's fucking nice,
dude.
It's not. You don't have to know much about the game. It's pretty funny.
This is a good way to end.
So, classic World of Warcraft, okay?
This is the only way to end.
Really old game, 2006, okay, right? Or been out a long time. I think 2003, 2006, I can't remember, right? It's been re-released. Classic game came out in 2019.
Yeah.
There's a hardcore mode where just like Diablo, if your character dies, it's dead, right? The problem is that Diablo takes like a couple of weeks to get, or like a week or so to get to max level. Classic, it takes months and months and months and months and months of work. Like it takes so fucking long, right? So there's a guild that was trying to clear all of the content in Classic World of Warcraft, like 3 years worth of like progression in hardcore mode. Yeah. And they got to the last raid and the second to last boss, and one guy in the raid intentionally killed everybody and wiped all of their characters. And it was like a year old like vendetta. He was like a spy, like he had been planning this the whole time and nobody knew about it. And he fucking like psychopath wiped everybody's character. And they had an interview with him and he was just like, yeah, Judgment Day was coming. I fucking planned this for like a whole year. and like I'm telling you, I mean, they calculated over. I think it was over like 25,000 hours of gameplay was lost because he killed all their characters. Like that's how much gameplay was all of their characters combined. He'd erased over 25,000 hours worth of gameplay.
Oh my god!
Because he intentionally killed all, and that was they did everything. They like looked at all. That was he knew he had to do it on that boss because that boss had a specific mechanic that went through like all like potions and shit and. Basically, there was one place that he could kill everybody, and nobody knew about it. And it was that boss, and he had planned it out in advance because he knew so much about the game. And he would develop relationships with people. He would play with them like off stream and like off raid night, like develop friendships with them.
This
all just to
guy's
backstab them over the course of like a year.
Psychopath.
Yeah, just
if you watch the video and they go into it, it's fucking crazy and it's so fucking entertaining.
Well, yeah, that's why you need video games because there's people like that. But do that with like lives.
No, it's insane. Like fucking incognito mode the whole time. Like was friends with all of them, and he was like, "I did all of this because they wronged me like 2 years ago." And he spent.
What did they do to him?
So they took Scarab Lord from him in Classic, which is like the biggest accomplishment you can get, and it's only given out to a certain amount of people on the server. And then he also. There was a weapon that dropped that's like really powerful, and they gave it to another person, not him. So he planned like a 2-year blood feud against them, and then wiped all of their characters where they couldn't recover them.
God damn, dude!
Fucking
dude, it's so fucking good. It's so funny. God, I wish WoW players are just built different.
Dude, it's dedication. I'll give you that.
That's insane.
It's so funny. It's so fucking funny. And the interview, like he comes off like as a normal guy, and so in hardcore, if you get killed and it's deemed as like griefing, you can get your character reinstated. Like you can apply to be like, hey, I died, but this guy was griefing me, right? Yeah. So he was a streamer. He streamed the whole thing, right? And in the stream, he like killed everybody. He goes, "Oh, did I mess up? I'm sorry, guys. I thought I was supposed to be over here." And like, so that way they couldn't call it griefing because if he just went over there and was like, "Ha, fuck you, I killed all of you," they could determine it as griefing or whatever. But it was clearly grief. I mean, he clearly just killed everybody on purpose. And then
wait, did he have a face cam?
No. Oh. It's a face guy. And, and they were interviewing him. They're like, "Was it griefing?" And he goes, "No." And he goes, "But was it like you pre-planned everything to kill everybody?" Like. Yeah. So basically, he's griefing again. He's like, well, judgment. They needed a judgment day. It wasn't griefing. This is second degree judgment day. Second degree griefing. He kept going. It's not griefing because they deserved a judgment day. Like he was fucking like Jesus or something. Like, it was. God.
No, Your Honor, it's not murder. They deserved it.
So fucking good.
Did he do it though, like for a laugh though?
No, he did it because he actually like. He had beef with these people, and he stayed quiet about it.
That's why he's so weird. He didn't do it as a joke.
Yeah,
this was serious.
So basically, what it was, it happens with these people that play hardcore. They take the game way too seriously because it's like
it's
the
their
game.
lives.
The hardcore is not a function of the game. It's a restriction people put on themselves. It's like, it's like saying you have to.
I play RuneScape, dude. I know.
Yeah, so it's a restriction. But the community is super fucking hardcore. They take that shit super seriously, right? Well, this guild was kind of like bending the rules a little bit and then claiming they were like legit the whole way. So, but they were like kind of like cheating, and he didn't like that because he was actually serious about it. He's like, all my fucking homies are cheating. This is fucked up. Like, I'm gonna get back at them. Like, if they keep cheating and like not telling anybody about it, and then like trying to pass it off as like we've been doing this shit for real, like world first and shit, because nobody in the world has cleared all that content on hardcore. They were gonna be the first ones, right?
Yeah.
So they got to the second to last boss, and he was like, "Yeah, no, Judgment Day is coming," and he fucking killed everybody. And then apparently he had some friends in the guild that he had like messaged before and said like, "Just so you know, something's gonna happen tonight."
He said, don't come into school tomorrow.
He hit him with the "don't come to school tomorrow." Because if your character was there, he was gonna die. So some of the people live because they
you value your life. Don't join this raid.
Yeah, dude, this is a school shooter.
Seriously, he hit him with the "don't come to school tomorrow," and and then he killed all their characters. It's so fucking good, and it's 100% real. Like,
damn,
nobody knew about it except him.
See, those are like that's a mass killing that is good,
dude.
A good just kill everybody in World of Warcraft. That's a good mass killing. Damn, dude. Don't join the raid tomorrow, dude.
It's so funny because so you can also he's streaming it when he killed everybody, right? But there's somebody streaming that has like the TeamSpeak or like Discord open, so you can hear all of the people react to their character getting killed.
Oh my god!
And be like, "What the fuck, man?" or whatever. So they all get pissed off, right? Because their character is gone.
Yeah,
and it's like they've been playing the game for like 6 months with this character. Like it's all their progress is gone, like full time, right?
Yeah.
And then they're like, so they know this guy griefed them on purpose. It's obvious what happened, right? So like, oh man, fuck him. And they're like, man, it's crazy that we got this far without that happening already, because like that situation is ripe to be trolled, right? And then so they're all getting emotional, and then one guy starts giving like a motivational speech, like, guys, he fucked it up for us, but like, it's about what we did this together. Like, this is an accomplishment. Nobody else has been able to do this. It's crazy we got as far as we did. Like, we should just like stick together and like be really cool. And then it turns out that the troll was the one who was giving that speech, but nobody knew because like there's so many people in the Discord. So they were all freaking out, and he's like, guys, it's fucked up he did that, but like we got to band together. Like, this is we got to be proud of ourselves, man. And it's actually him that's like fucking like saying like fuck with them. It's so fucking good.
Well, but it's like if you're in that group and you're like, we're gonna retry this and then kick him out. I mean, eventually somebody's like, I got to do it again for the bit.
Also, this guy has been a known griefer. And they thought he was reformed because like 2 years ago he had gotten banned and stuff. So they were like, but he was like, I'm reformed, I'm good now. Like, you guys gotta let me in the guild. And they let him back. And then he like, this is like 2-year plan to fuck them over again.
Dude. And then they stole his bullshit.
So this
and
killed them all. There's a thing in WoW called multi-boxing. Do they have it in RuneScape where you play on multiple accounts?
Yeah, it's just an alt account.
Okay, so in WoW there's multi-boxing where you have like 10 or 12 windows open. You're controlling 12 characters at once, right? On different accounts because you can't do it on the same account, right?
And they're all just doing the same thing.
But they're used to troll people, right? So there's a thing in World of Warcraft called world buffs, which is like you get all your boys together, you go to this one place, you use this item, and you all get this buff, right? And it's meant to like help clear content faster, like go do raids easier, right? Well, as an ally, I can dispel people. Like if you're like poisoned, I can dispel you.
Yeah.
But I can use a dispel on a buff, and they can't kill me because I'm allied with you. So what these trolls would do. People need world buffs to like push like the higher level of content.
You could have dispelled that wigger from the comedy club.
That's true. I could have. This guy had like 15 accounts, and he would sit in the areas, and whenever people would use their world buff, he would dispel the buff from them. So just to troll them, be like, "It's restart. Like you have to wait till next week to do it again."
Yeah, dude.
And he did this with 15 accounts, and he was just dispelling people, and it's like and there's no cooldown. You can just dispel everybody. He was doing this on purpose to troll people, right? Like. That's known as like scummy fucking like it's fucking terrible to do that. And this is like it's hard to put into context like if you haven't played the game how fucked up that is, but like it's so fucked up. It's so crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, but this guy's a legend. I fucking shout out like Teeny Titan, I think is what the guy's name is. No, Teeny something, Teeny Warrior, I forget. But yeah.
Damn.
That guy's a fucking legend. I watched an hour-long like interview with him, and I was fucking dying laughing the whole time. I was like, this rules, dude. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch that then.
He had a blood feud for like 2 years.
That's insane.
And the video is just so funny.
Oh, damn. Well, how long is this?
We were at 59:30.
God, I felt it. I felt an hour approaching.
You go, oh,
Right
I'm
through
clenching
that.
a little bit.
Oh, dude, that was smooth sailing.
Smooth hour.
Well, hopefully some drama happens tonight.
But you
We
guys
got stuff
actually
to
had
talk
a
about
lot to talk about from the
I know, I haven't seen him.
last
tomorrow.
week.
We haven't seen
Yeah.
each other.
Normally it's just every day, and it's like, well, and then we're gonna do it
What
again.
happened yesterday?
But
You guys have anything else you need to plug for the future?
July 28th, Joplin.
Joplin,
Me and Rift City's on the road, boys.
Rift City on the road. Come check us out in Joplin.
Joplin.
We are gonna be the new tornado that storms through that fucking town.
We're gonna tear that place to shreds with our comedy.
They
with our
said
laughs.
we're gonna build it up. We said no, we're gonna knock it down. No.
So, I know you guys just listened to this whole episode. You heard about how cool the parlay show is. This is gonna be like 2 times that.
This is gonna be way bigger. And
Way more people, way more coke, way more laughs.
I mean,
I'm gonna wear a sticker with the. I'm gonna wear a hat with a sticker on it. It's gonna be a fun time.
200 people,
Yes.
all 70 years old. Way too old.
Last time I did it, so apparently there's like a hospital down there that's like, or a college for like doctors and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So all the people were like medical students. It was like,
Oh, okay.
it was like some bar rats, you know, like some regulars, like the bar owner and then his friends that drink at his friend's bar, and then like medical students because there's like a university down there for
Oh, okay.
doctors.
Well, I mean, that's my crowd. That is my crowd. Really smart, intelligent people.
really, really cool, educated young adults.
Just professionals.
Anyway, come see us in Joplin.
And yeah, that's it.
See ya.